Hi. So this week we're getting kids thinking about the stars, noticing the stars, hopefully they can observe them on their own. Because for all of us, but especially for kids, the way to engage them in learning is through their curiosity. Kids are inherently curious. So if there's something they can observe on their own and engage their curiosity, then the learning will have some place to sit, someplace to land inside them. If we're trying to teach kids about something that is just doesn't have anywhere to land inside them, something they haven't wondered about or noticed on their own, it's hard to keep their attention on it at all. So we're going to, our entry point is what kids could notice about stars. We've got some sort of basic elements that we want kids to notice. There are lots of stars. If kids can look up in the sky and just notice, that's a whole thing that could be interesting and fun with kids. It's just like, how many are there? Kids are so curious about counting. They're so proud of how high they can count. Try to count them. How many are there? How can you even think about so big a number? Then here's another bit. Stars have different colors and sizes. How could that be? Well, some are closer to us, and some are brighter. Some are more powerful, and some have different colors. Maybe they could notice that. Even in New York City, with all the light pollution there, you can notice that stars have different colors and sizes and brightnesses. The sun is a star. How weird is that? Because I think kids are sort of in our culture, maybe even in literature, we tend to think of the sun being all about daytime and the moon and the stars being about nighttime. Well, we've already learned that the moon can be up during the daytime just as much as it can be up during the nighttime. And the sun is a star. So here's this thing that we associate with the nighttime, and it's coming over into the daytime. So that's kind of curious and cool and a little surprising, perhaps. So the reason the sun is so bright and so big is because we're close to it. So in the video for the kids, I used chicken to demonstrate that when you get really close to something, it looks bigger. And when it's further away, it looks smaller. So here chicken is like one of the millions of stars that are really far away. And then here you've got the sun up really close. It's just another star, but because it's so close, it looks really big. And we can feel its heat. The other stars, we don't feel their heat. They're too far away. But the sun, we feel its heat. And not only do we feel its heat, but that heat is what gives our planet life. And chicken got off on a whole tangent about that on the video for the kids, because it's hard not to talk about the fact that you couldn't have life on Earth without the heat of the sun. Now, I don't think it's a coincidence that one of the most familiar songs has to do with stars and has to do with wondering. And I think that is a lovely place to end and a lovely place to begin. You could sing along with me. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. When I teach science to kids, I really encourage them to wonder. I think it's kind of a terrible thing when people are teaching science to kids and they're kind of like telling them how things are, because if we can't engage in wonder and have room for magic and mystery when we're 6 years old. When will we? When will we? And imagination is creativity are beautiful forces and can contribute to joy, can contribute to life being rich and problem solving as well. So let's cultivate the wonder. How I wonder what you are. That's where you could even start. What do you think stars are? I wonder. What are they? You could read some poems about stars before you kind of demystify it, that they're all fireballs in the sky. All right, have fun introducing stars to your students. Soon we'll get into constellations, and then you could think about having the kids connect dots to make shapes, which is kind of fun. All right, see you later.